Hello everyone. Today we are going to start one new topic. That topic name is equilibrium. In which first lecture is there means we have to discuss about the introductory part or what will be included in this topic. So firstly, if we consider that equilibrium, what does it mean? What is the meaning of equilibrium? So if we consider that equilibrium is a stage. Equilibrium is a stage in which opposing forces or influences are balanced means both terms are there, and that is nothing but the equilibrium. At the same time both conditions are balanced, that is nothing but the equilibrium. In this topic, if we consider that equilibrium, there are the two types of the equilibrium we are going to discuss. One is the chemical equilibrium and second one is the ionic equilibrium. So if we consider that first type, first we will complete that chemical equilibrium and after that we will start with the ionic equilibrium. So what is the meaning of chemical equilibrium, that we will discuss. In that we can say that the condition in which, for example, when any reaction is taking place, at that time this type of reaction it is called as a forward reaction, this type of reaction is called as a backward reaction. So for that reaction, if we consider the rate of this forward reaction is equal to rate of backward reaction, at that time we are calling it as a chemical equilibrium. So what is the definition? Listen carefully and note down the definition also. The condition in which the rate of forward reaction is equal to the rate of backward reaction. This is nothing but the chemical equilibrium. Clear to everyone? So here we have completed that what is meant by that equilibrium, which is the topic name. In that there are the two types. Which one we are going to firstly complete? That is the chemical equilibrium. So we discussed about that what is meant by that chemical equilibrium also. Now we'll discuss, here we have discussed about the reaction. So what is the meaning of reaction? That part we will discuss now. So what is the meaning of reaction? As we know that every time we are listening that word, or we know that word also, reaction, chemical reaction. So now we will discuss what is mean by that chemical reaction. Chemical reaction in which we can say that the reactant get converted into product. That reaction is called as a chemical reaction. Understood what is the point? The reaction in which reactant is get converted into product is called as a chemical reaction. Now what is the meaning of that reactant? What is we have written here? R nothing but the reactant. Now what is the meaning of that reactant? Simply we can say that when we are using one substance and it undergoes chemical reaction or some changes to form a new substance, at that time that substance which we are using, that is nothing but the reactant. So what is the definition of reactant? Reactant is a one or more substances undergoes chemical reaction are called as reactant. So this is the definition of the reactant. So in that way we will discuss about the product also. Now see here, what is the meaning of that product? As we know that reactant undergoes chemical reaction to produce new substance, and that is nothing but the product. So how to define? The reactant undergo chemical reaction to produce a new substance, to produce a new substance is called as a product. For example, if we consider when hydrogen plus nitrogen, it gives ammonia. So here we can say that this part is the reactant and this part is the product one. Clear to everyone? So in this way, basically we started with the heading or what is the name of topic from that one. After that we have discussed chemical reaction, reactant and the product, because these two terms are used in the definition. So different types of chemical reactions are also there, but when any reaction is taking place at that time, some conditions are there. What are the conditions? See, if we are having one lock, for that one 5 different keys are available. When we are using each and every key to open that lock, each and every key is not able to open that lock, but one of them is able to open that lock. Means it indicates that proper is very important. So here also, for the any chemical reaction, proper orientation of the reactant molecule is very important. And second one, sufficient amount of energy is also required, which are required for any chemical reaction. And in that, first term is proper orientation and second one is the sufficient energy. Now we'll discuss, there are the different types of the chemical reactions. Before going towards that main point, now we are going to discuss, as we know that states of matter, which one we have completed before this one. So if you don't know, then please check the playlist. In that, each and every point of the states of matter is completed. So if we consider states of matter, in that we know that mainly we are going to consider the 3 states. Fourth is also there, plasma, and number of states are also there. But here, as we know that one is a solid, second one is a liquid, and third one is the gaseous state. So in that, based on these states of matter, there are the 2 types of the chemical reaction. Which are these 2 types? One is a homogeneous chemical reaction and second one is a heterogeneous reaction. So what is the meaning of that homogeneous and heterogeneous chemical reaction? That we will discuss now. So homogeneous chemical reaction. Homogeneous chemical reaction. In that, as we know that reactant undergoes chemical reaction to produce a new substance, which is the product. So in that, whatever that terms involved in that chemical reaction, that is the reactant and product. So we can say that all the substances, means either reactant or product, all are present in the same phase, means either in a solid phase, in a liquid phase or in a gaseous phase. So we can say that in a homogeneous chemical reaction, the reactants and products are in the same phase, are in the same states of matter or in the same phase. That is called as a homogeneous chemical reaction. For example, just as we have seen that here, hydrogen combines with the nitrogen, it gives ammonia. So in this way, if we consider hydrogen, it is in the gaseous state, hydrogen, it is also in the gaseous state, ammonia, it is also in the gaseous state. So this is the one example which one we have taken for the homogeneous reaction. Now we'll discuss what is mean by that heterogeneous reaction. Heterogeneous reaction. In that heterogeneous reaction, as we have seen there, reactants and product means all the substances are in the same phase. But in case of the heterogeneous chemical reaction, all the substances present in the different phases, and that is nothing but the heterogeneous reaction. Another one type is also there, that is the exothermic reaction and endothermic reaction. Okay, now we'll discuss about the exothermic and endothermic. From its name, exo means out, exit. Endo means in. From that hint only we can keep in mind that it is related to the thermic means heat. So we can say that the reactions in which heat is released or evolved are called as a exothermic reactions. While in case of the endothermic reaction, we can say that the reactions in which heat is absorbed are called as a endothermic reaction. Next two types of the reaction are also there, that is the reversible reaction and irreversible reaction. That also we'll discuss with the example. Reversible reaction and second one is the irreversible reaction. For that one we will discuss one example. I know you will not take it seriously because that example is like that. When we are discussing after our death, it is not possible to come back. But when we are going to our relative's home, at that time there is a possibility we are going and we will come back. Like that. Our death means we cannot come back. So that's why the irreversible reaction, after our death we cannot come back, that is the irreversible reaction. But when we are going to our relative's home, at that time we can come back, means that is the reversible reaction. Anything is happening, coming back is also possible, like that forward and backward. But in case of irreversible, only forward will be there, backward is not possible, and that's why we are going to discuss about the reversible reaction and irreversible reaction. So what is that reversible reaction? In that we can say that the reactions in which forward and backward reaction takes place, that is the reversible reaction. Most of the reactions are reversible reactions. So in that if we consider the example, again our common example, that is the H2 plus N2, it gives ammonia. So this is the example, which is the first example. Now we will discuss the second example of the reversible reaction. For N2 plus O2, it gives twice NO. This is also one example of the reversible reaction. Hope so everyone understood that what is definition and example also. We are going to discuss, that is the irreversible reaction. In that irreversible reaction, we can say that only reactant to product, means one direction of the reaction is there, and such type of reactions are very few, we can say here. For example, precipitation, when any combination is there and precipitate formation takes place, that is nothing but the irreversible reaction. Clear to everyone? For example, silver nitrate plus salt containing water. In that, when we are adding that silver nitrate, at that time we are getting the white precipitate of the silver chloride, and side product is sodium nitrate. So in this way, this is one example of the irreversible reaction. So in this way, we have completed the introductory part of the equilibrium. In the next lecture, we will start with the each and every concept of this topic. Thank you all of you.